Of the many psychiatric disorders that frequent newspaper headlines and movie plots, schizophrenia comes out on top. While representation is important, the media has a tendency to get a little dramatic in its depictions. So, as a psychology student, I want to move away from fictional representations of schizophrenia and to look at how this disorder affects real people. Schizophrenia is a psychiatric disorder characterized by disorganized thinking and speech, emotions and behaviors that are often incongruent with their situations, and disturbed perceptions, including delusions and hallucinations. An individual suffering from delusions may believe that thoughts in his or her head have been placed there by an external source, known as thought insertion, or may believe that their thoughts are being broadcast beyond their own mind, allowing others to know what they are thinking. Hallucinations refer to sensory experiences in the absence of any relevant stimulation from the environment. These are most often auditory, but can also be visual, or even tactile, or olfactory. The development of antipsychotic medication has helped to alleviate these symptoms in many sufferers of schizophrenia. However, there is a major deficit that these drugs do not target, and that is social cognition. Social cognition refers to the psychological processes that are involved in the perception, encoding, storage, retrieval, and regulation of information about other people and ourselves. Individuals with schizophrenia often display impairments in processing social information, which can result in misinterpretations of the social intent of others, social withdrawal, and impaired daily social functioning. This can make it difficult to maintain friendships, gain employment, and to lead a happy and fulfilled life. Social cognition is so important that those with schizophrenia rate social functioning as their area of greatest unmet need. So, are these difficulties a result of the many other symptoms of schizophrenia, or are they linked to something else entirely? Cognitive psychologists believe that social cognition may be linked to something known as context processing. Context refers to the existing information that we have about the world that influences our perception and behaviour. During the late 20th century, researchers found that individuals with schizophrenia have difficulty applying context information in a variety of cognitive tasks, such as a Stroop task, a reaction task in which participants must name the colours of colour words rather than the word they see on screen. In 1962, psychologist David Schickow explained this by stating, "It is as if, in the scanning process which takes place before the response to a stimulus is made, the schizophrenic is unable to select out the material relevant for the optimal response." Now, research suggests that this deficit in context processing might also explain why schizophrenics have difficulty selecting the optimal response in social situations. To help those with schizophrenia deal with social situations, Dr. David L. Penn and colleagues have developed social cognition and interaction training. This group-based intervention comprises of 3 phases: emotion training, figuring out situations, and integration. During a session, clients discuss troubling interpersonal situations, such as when they believed that their roommate was angry with them. They discuss the roommate's facial features and identify emotions, and then discuss the context of the situation. For example, whether the roommate had a busy day and did not have time to say hello. Finally, they integrate these steps to find a solution, which in this case might be to ask the roommate if something is wrong. In many studies, participants in social cognition and interaction training programs have reported having better social relationships and fewer aggressive incidents than controls who did not take part. While this type of program does not alleviate symptoms like hallucinations and delusions in schizophrenia, it does make life a little easier for those suffering from this debilitating disorder.